Welcome to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you'll hear about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Now, let's join your hosts, Spivvy Williams and Terrible T Guy.
All right, guys, welcome to the next edition of Event Radio. Boy, we are in import car heaven. Man, can you believe this, T-Bone? Do you believe all these cars?
I really can't believe how many is here. I mean, all of them are sweet-looking cars, too.
Boy, I tell you what, there is just tons. There's not this many import cars anywhere that I've been that I know of, man.
Not this many in Europe, huh?
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, let me ask you something. How in the world has your week been? You had a good, you know that we were announced to be on the list as radio's two of the most available bachelors on radio. What do you think? Who dreams this crap up?
I don't know. They're pretty smart people. What I'm saying.
Well, I mean, can they believe that out of us? What we got to go to Bridhaven or something to find a girlfriend, or I don't know. We're antiques.
Well,
but
if people don't know, Bridhaven is the old folks.
Yeah, there you go. But we're having a lot of fun, guys. We do a lot of fun on Event Radio, and where they came up with that list, who knows? But we are proud recipients of that honor, I guess you would say. So your week's been pretty good?
Week's been very good, very good.
Well, I had a different week that normal for me. I went to see my good buddy Ann, my little barber gal that's my buddy.
Right.
And she said, you got a couple of sunspots that you ought to get rid of on your face. And I said, well, Ann, where do I do that? And she said, there's a lady that I know of she is an esthetician. Now, check that word.
A what?
An esthetician.
All right.
Now, do you know what that is?
I do now.
Well, it's a skin specialist. Well, anyway, Ann says this lady is the dead level best there is. And I said, okay, at what? She said, getting rid of this kind of stuff. And an esthetician is a skin wizard, I guess is the easiest way to put it. She is educated in all the things that maybe a dermatologist wouldn't do. Check the wagon. That's cool. Anyway, and it was really neat. So she tells me, she gives me this lady's place of business, and I get the phone number, and I call her. Very, very nice gal. Her name is Miss Pamela Martin. And, we talk, and of course, I'm nervous, right? I'm expecting a poke in the eye with a sharp stick or something. And, and it wasn't that. It was far from that. But anyway, I go there, and man, I tell you what, this place is called La Vie, and it's her shop, and it's quite an experience. Of course, you like me, we were married to beauticians for a long time, so you know about it just like I know about it, Right. And it's a cool thing, but to go to one. That's not what I normally did. I went in and got my hair cut or whatever I got done, and I walked out. This place is unbelievable. I walked in there. I guess there is something to do with, you talk about pretty girls. They ought to charge admission to get in that place.
Stretch pants galore.
Well, not necessarily. No. I'm talking about at this beauty shop. Man, there are nothing but pretty girls that work in there. And I guess what the deal is a beautician can find, every woman's got pretty features. Even the one that's pretty ugly.
Well, after 12 beers, they all look good.
No, that's not what I mean. But they all have pretty features. You just got to be able to pick and choose how to use those and bring those out to light. It's more than just getting their hair done, Well, these girls, I know for a fact, know how to do that. Because I'm sitting there waiting on Pam, my appointment time with Pam, and this lady, I'm talking to this lady, and she's an attractive lady, okay? I mean, she's not a dog by any means. She's an attractive gal. Well, we talk, and finally Pam comes in. Whoa, boy, you talk about a pretty girl.
A showstopper,
Oh,
huh?
buddy, I'm telling you what, the best of the best there. And I think, yeah, I got an appointment here with this. Wow. But anyway, I would have let her poke me in the eye with a sharp stick. You know, I mean, she's a pretty girl.
Say, hurt me, please.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far, but I figured she'd probably have to put my head in the toilet and flush it and make sure the ring didn't
Or
show
put
up.
a paper sack over your
Yeah,
head.
one or the other to work on me. But anyway, she came up and it took me to where she's going to work on me. Well, this is quite an experience, and I left the little lady alone, and and went on. I talked to the lady. Anyhow, we go back. She takes this machine, T-Bone, and it makes me think of the dentist office almost. It's a round thing, and I asked her. I said, "Well, what does that do?" She said, "Well, it's like a vacuum, except it's got diamond blades in it, and it pulls the outer layer of your skin and it cuts it off." I'm thinking, whoa, I'm not sure I like this. You know what I mean?
Last time you had that was circumcision.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. But anyway, she says that it's really no different. She said you cut the top layer of your skin off when you shave every morning anyway, And I'm thinking, well, maybe. But anyway, it like draws your skin up and it opens your pores or whatever that does. I don't know much about that. But anyway, it does that and it cuts the skin layer off. And I said, well, then what happens, Pam? She said, well, then we use acid. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, Lord, the trip to batteries plus,
we're going trip.
I mean, here I'm going to let this pretty girl pour acid all in my face. I said, well, how smart am I to be here, Well, it turns out that it's really not that big a deal. And it tingles a little, but it doesn't sting or anything. So I asked her, I said, does this work? And she said, yeah. She said, what it does, it brings these spots to the top of the skin, and this stuff, treatment-wise, takes it off. I said, well, man, that's cool. And she said, number one, you be out there with tea, you need to start putting a little sunscreen on your face. I said, well, that's not something I carry in my pocket, but I'll work on that. She said, or they'll come back. But if you do this, it'll be okay, and they'll stay gone. Well, at this point in time, I'm ready for her to cut my throat if she wants to, as pretty a girl as this is. And so she does this, and it turned out good, and it was really a cool deal. Did not hurt at all, and actually, very, very pleasurable visit. I enjoyed it a lot. What really amazed me was when we finished. We took off, and of course, I have to have some follow-up appointments, which I wanted them anyway. It didn't make any difference. But we go out there. Here is this same lady they finished with that I talked to, and she is drop dead gorgeous.
And 100 years old.
Well, no, she wasn't. No, she wasn't that old. But she has turned into the I guess you would call it the wallflower, into the beautiful butterfly. And these girls have done this to her in a relatively short period of time while I was in there, and man, it's just so that's what I'm saying. When you go to a place that knows what they're doing, you get results. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
La Vie is the name of the salon. Of course, that freaked me out because I have enough art training to know that La Vie is a Picasso painting that is priceless. So then I got nervous, is this going to cost a fortune, because that's what La Vie is one of the rarest paintings of all Picasso paintings. And it wasn't high. It wasn't expensive. And it worked. So the next day I'm looking in the mirror, and I swear I believe the things are gotten lighter just off of one treatment. What do you think?
It sounds like a good deal there, and I can tell a big difference myself, Spivvy.
Oh, come on.
You're right pretty now.
Oh, give me a break. Yeah. Well, we're on the list. See, we're supposed to be that. We're on the list. We got to work for it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was really a pleasurable experience, and.
Well, getting back to that acid, every time I used to do acid, it was a pleasure.
No, it's a different kind, man. Different kind. It's not the you didn't put it on your face. You put it in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
But I thought it was going to hurt, and it didn't hurt at all. It was nothing to it. But I'm amazed at not only how good this gal is with what she does. It's something that I didn't even know about. I didn't even know. And guys, trust me. Guys and ladies both, you need to check this lady out. Her name is Pamela Martin at La Vie, I guess La Vie Hairstyles. I'm not sure, but it's on the corner of Small House and Scottsville Road. And man, these girls have got it going on. They know what to do where to get the prettiest features out of everybody, and I think that takes a lot of talent, to figure that out.
Well, if I walked in there, what would I ask for? What is the procedure called?
Just tell them you want to make you look like Brad Pitt. You'll be all right.
I want to look like Stevie.
yeah, you want to look like me, right? No, that you wouldn't want to look like me, but that's what I told Pam. I told her, I said, you're a elastician, not a magician. You can't do something with nothing. And she said, no. She said, I can take care of you. I can fix it. And it turned out she did really a wonderful job. And it to work on me and even make me look any better at all has got to be a magic act. Lance Burton couldn't do that. But it was a real fun place. So, guys, if you're out there listening and you want to get rid of something ugly, maybe your husband or a wife or something, I don't know. I'm just kidding. If you've got some problems that you want fixed and you don't want to go to a dermatologist and sit in a doctor's office for days and that kind of stuff, give Miss Pam a call, because she can really, she's probably as qualified as any doctor you'd go to. I don't know for sure, but she knew exactly what to do in my particular situation. I thought that was pretty neat.
Well, I tell you, the older we get, people, we're getting things we didn't have before. I mean,
we
have hair where we used not to have it.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
I always call them old folk spots.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought it was, too. But she informed me that that's not what it was. It was sunspots, and they were very common. I mean, here I'm thinking I got leprosy or something. I didn't know what was going on. And of course, she knew exactly what the deal was and exactly how to fix it. And that's pretty cool. When you go to a professional, that's what you should do, I think it's pretty cool. So maybe you might want to go. You think?
I think you probably just put a sack over my head. Maybe two. Afraid I'd eat through the first one.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There is enough people at this event that, boy, I tell you what, they couldn't all get in there at one time. This event is huge. I have never seen as many import cars in my life. There's everything from BMWs to Hondas to even a Slam Mercedes, a slammed 2 or 3 Slam Beamers,
Mazdas, Volkswagens.
Yeah, everything. And they're cool looking, and boy, there's just a ton of people walking around, and they're seeing all the good stuff that's going on. We're going to take and take the show and introduce you to some of these folks and find out just why they're into what they're into. But this ought to be a pretty good show.
It's starting out to be a great show, Spivvy. I mean, just everyone here is over friendly. They want to, they want to talk about their cars. They're proud of their cars, and they all got something in common. Loving the import cars.
Well, I tell you what, I made it through my first trip without a sharp stick in the eye, or a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. So I think Miss Pam's going to take care of me, and she's not going to do that. So the Event Radio will live on, right?
Right on.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to take a real quick break, and we're going to get real busy real quick and introduce you to a lot of the people at the Import, I guess it's Import Nationals, whatever it is. I'm not sure. Good-looking Benz coming in here. Boy, we like those.
Is
that pretty?
This is not a national.
Good-looking Benz. Beautiful car. Yeah. Oh, hot rods, buddy. Nothing like a hot rod Mercedes. I like those.
I do, too. They match.
There you go. Guys, we're going to take a quick break to say hi to our sponsors. You're on Event Radio. We are at the Import Nationals at Beach Bend Raceway, and, man, people everywhere. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back on Event Radio. And we just watched a gentleman come off the track that just put on a good show for the people.
Well,
what is your name, sir?
My name is Nate Hamilton.
Nate, where are you from, my friend?
I'm from Dallas, Texas, currently living in Claremont, Florida.
Okay, we know where both those places are.
Exactly, right?
Hey, I'm telling you, we were on Car Guy TV in Dallas for 2 to 30-minute shows.
Oh, right
yeah,
on.
Man, we just, I don't know why they wanted us on television, but, we do good on radio, but we don't do much. How long have you been doing this? It's got to be a while because you're too good at it.
Well, that's an awesome compliment, and thank you very much. I've been professional for 3 seasons running the Formula Drift circuit. So long story short, I've been doing it for 7 years total.
Okay, all right. Well, it shows, my friend.
Well, thank you.
You know, we watched you come off there. There's a certain air of professionalism when you do what we do. You go to events that we go to, and we go to them all. I mean, we were at the LS Fest. We were at all of those things. And you watch you guys, and you can sort of tell the ones that are net and the first reader and the ones that are a pro. And so that's why we're here.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm focused, and this is my career, so it's my job.
Okay, all right. Any aspirations to maybe do something else other than the drifting?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, getting involved in drifting has taken me a lot of places and a lot of cool opportunities. And I haven't thought much outside of drifting yet. You know, I really enjoy.
Sprint cars should fit you like a glove.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a small dude. I'm ready.
That's what I'm. But listen, my friend, this is not my first rodeo. I know how to pick them. Okay,
right.
And a World Outlaw car should be right down your alley with big money and a big sponsor.
Hey, I'll drop you my number.
Yeah, well, you're telling the world right now. But it's really a pleasure to watch you guys. You guys are. To me, Barry Clapp, I don't know if you know Barry or not, but he's Tennessee Drift, and he introduced us to drifting, and Terry is a ex-pro motorcycle speedway racer, so this is not new to him.
Got it.
Sideways with no brakes is not used to him.
There it is.
And we actually did a radio show inside the car, Sideways at 100.
Oh, wow.
And so it was pretty cool.
That's
it was
real
pretty
cool.
intense. And I'm trying to think of the kid from California that we did it, because we did it side by side with another car.
Okay.
And I can't remember his name, but nice young man. But you guys are the violinists of this stuff.
Right.
I mean, people don't realize there are marks out there that you hit.
Right.
You know that you know where to hit them.
Of course.
The rest of the guys don't know where to hit them. They're out there pulling the brake and hoping. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
But you're doing it with a system. And
yeah, it looks like chaos, but we definitely know where we're at on the track, and we know how to gear the cars per track, and and like you said, you know, it just takes time. We've been doing it for a while.
Yeah. I mean, you're the concert violinist of this game, you know.
Yeah.
And you, my friend, put on a great show. You bring them to their feet, and
wow.
that makes a difference.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Well, hey, no, and I'm not blowing your balloon here, bud. I see this. I've been around racetracks for 50 years, so this is not the first time.
Wow.
Want to help sponsors a little? Tell them a little about them.
Yeah, definitely. So Import Alliance has us out here, and Juku Racing helped us get here. Juku Racing's out of Claremont, Florida as well.
Okay.
Hence why I moved there.
Yeah, imagine that. You know, you imagine going where your sponsor wants you, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's cool.
And, so Falcon Tire, obviously, supplying tires for us
Well,
to
they
burn.
got good-looking girls. You said
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we went to their booth back, I forgot which event.
Hollyfest?
Yeah, maybe it was LS Fest.
Yeah.
And, boy, they signed us posters and stuff,
man.
and we had them on the radio, and, man, they're good-looking girls.
Falcon does it. They know what they're doing,
hey,
that's
I'm
for
telling
sure.
You, they had 4 of them that were just doll babies. We have them in our shop. We have their where we keep all the event radio stuff. We have their poster autographed.
Right.
Woo, it's hard to look at every morning.
Dude, tell me about it.
Yeah.
So we got 3 cars out here, Pat Gooden, Josh McGuire, and myself.
Okay.
And our title sponsor is Juku Racing, so... Yeah, we're all out here to have a good time and put on a show, and we're going to run some 3-car tandem. So,
oh, buddy, we're looking forward to that, guys. I tell you what, if you do come to this event, the Import Alliance event, make sure you come over and see the guys and see our buddy here. He'll explain the sport of drifting to you, and nobody better to explain it than this young man, because he flat walks the walk out there. And no, you really did. To make an impression on us, you've got to do pretty good.
Wow. Well, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you having me on here.
Hey, it's our pleasure. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're at the Import Alliance event. We're having just too much fun. The fun police are close behind, so we got to go.
See you later.
We'll be right back, guys.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from Import Alliance. We have a beautiful little gal with us that has got a sure enough cool hot rod, an Audi, and racing is nothing new to this little lady. She is a racer big time. Her dad is a wheel at Holly, I think. And tell everybody who you are, Sugar.
My name is Leanna Marino, and I just moved to Bowling Green, Kentucky about 4 months ago, and that's when I started racing.
So you just bring the hot rod and go out and spin a tire and have fun, huh?
Yeah, that's basically what I do.
Oh, okay. And Dad's with Holly, right?
Yeah, he is.
What does he do at Holly?
He's an exhaust engineer.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's in the Hooker program, right?
Yes.
Cool. That's right. Neat. So you moved from what? California had to be.
Yeah, I moved from California.
Yeah, all the California girls are pretty. See, we're used to that. That's why the song's like it is. See?
Well, thank you.
What part of California, hon?
Central, Fresno.
Oh, okay. All right. I know where that is.
Yeah.
Don't know how you made it here with all the roads, but that's okay. So you really like drag racing, huh?
I do.
What got you turned on?
Well, we were living in the trailer park next door to the racetrack for about a month. So before we got our house, and we heard all the noise one day, and so we just kind of brought the Audi over, and we were like, I just said I wanted to try it, and now I really like it, and so.
So you're hooked now, huh?
Oh, I am.
So now, are we building a race car now, or what?
My dad has a BMW in the garage right now. It's far from being fixed, but
Okay.
And he also has an '84 Chevy C10 that he is making into a drag truck for me right now.
Oh, okay. So there's there's big boy drag racing in your future, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hey, that'll be cool. Hey, I think that's neat. That's neat. I love it that the girls are getting into this stuff. That I'm an old time drag racer from way back in the antique days. Okay, because I'm an old guy. But I think it's cool that you girls are making your presence known in this sport. A lot of guys don't realize that you do really well because a lady's reflexes are twice as fast as a man's to start with. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, that's
that,
true.
actually.
That is true. You ask any of the girls that are that Erica Enders, they all had that checked. And really, a lady's reflexes are much faster than a man's to start with. So you got a little advantage. Plus, you all are pretty, and they're watching y'all and not watching the lights and stuff. So, how fast does the Audi go?
Right now, it's running about 13.8.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, for a big import car, that's good.
Yeah, I really
So,
like it.
so now, does Dad know you're out running the wheels off the car?
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't care.
No, he's been watching me, actually. He comes
Really?
with me every time I'm out here.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that's cool. Hey, that is the ultimate dad-daughter relationship.
It is. It really is.
I think it is. And you need to have Holly as a sponsor. I tell you what, we know a bunch of guys, Bill Titchener, a bunch of guys at Holly, and we need to get you a little sponsorship deal going. They need a pretty girl to sponsor a race car. Why don't we work that out?
Well,
I mean, you got Quick Fuel, you got Angela in the Black Diamond Dragster, and we need you in a Holly car. And shoot, we give us at Event Radio a lot to talk about that way. How about that?
that would be pretty cool, I have to admit.
All right. Well, why don't you talk to him and talk to Dad, and I'll tell you what I'll do. You give me a place, and when this show's over, I'll send you a copy of this show because we did a lot in this show on the females. We actually opened it talking about a beauty shop, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
And it's because I went there, well, sort of like a elevator in an outhouse for me. I'm not used to that, but we learned a lot about that and stuff, and I think it's cool that you're really into the drag racing.
Well, thank you. I like it, too.
Well, you do good, girl. That's what Denise told us. She said, you got to talk to this lady. She said, she's bad to the bone. I said, okay, I'll go do it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, listen, we wish you luck. We wish you luck on the S10. And keep us informed, please.
I will.
All right. Well, we'll keep up with you, gal. Now, guys, Titchener, Glick on it. You listen to this show. Take care of this little gal. She needs some Holly logos on that truck. And because everybody's going to look at her anyway because she's pretty. And get her out there and put some Holly sponsorship behind her. And let's tear a wheel off here. Let's go race. Okay?
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, lady, for being on Event Radio. We're having just too much fun. Guys, we're at the Import Alliance race at Beach Bend. This place is a packed house. There are cars everywhere. There are more people than cars. And we're having a lot of fun, and we're bringing you the best of the best. And we'll be right back. Well, guys, we're back, and we just had a blast. T and I just hooked up with the two girls here, and we just did a drag race. We went through and had a ride, and I went with my buddy here. Tell them who you are again.
I am Leanna Marino.
Okay, and Miss Denise.
Denise Hogan.
And you took T, and Leanna took me. We had fun, right?
We did have a lot of fun.
Who won?
We won.
We won, and we ran what? How quick did we run, hon?
I don't remember.
13-something?
14-1.
14-1 at 99 mile an hour. We were flying. What about you, Denise?
Hey, we just got up to third gear. We were just
Oh, you
we were
a
having
little closer,
pizza
Figgy.
and cheeseburgers and hot dogs.
We was gaining all the time.
Were you? Yeah. Well, you had to see. T's used to getting crazy out there. So, but that was fun. You know, that's the first drag strip ride I've had in a long time. You know, and you did good, gal. You're a good racer.
Well, thank you.
Hey, the guys at Holly for sure need to get hooked up with this chick. I mean, there's no doubt about it, boy. You did. She sort of left on y'all, didn't she?
Just a little.
Yeah,
Just a little.
Hey, what kind of reaction time do we have, hon? You got any idea? What was it?
0.177.
That's not too shabby. That's not too bad. I think that's okay. A 17? That's not too shabby. When you consider a .000 is perfect.
Yeah.
We did all right. Hey, we're bad. You did good, girl.
Thank you.
Hey, T-Bone, what do you think? I know we did. Hey, what about us getting to ride, Terry? What about us getting to ride in the deal?
Well, I think they like to help the senior citizens out, Spiv.
Hey, we could get us some of those scooters. Those what are they? What do you call those things, Denise?
Mopeds?
No. Those power chairs or whatever they
Mobility
are.
scooters.
Mobile mobility, whatever.
Mobility scooters.
Yeah, we could drag race those. So
Yeah.
Terry would pitch his sideways as fast as it would go.
We'd be here all day.
Yeah, we'd be here all day. We'd have fun. Hey, I tell you what, T, we must barely be on that list, most eligible bachelor list. We get two good-looking girls to take us drag racing. How about that? You know?
Well, I think we'd have got you. We've been in another lane.
Oh, you think? Did you lose traction? Is that what it was?
That's what it was. We stayed out of the water.
No. Well, we did too. We didn't even spin a tire. We were in an all-wheel drive, right? We were in an Audi. What kind of Audi is that?
An A7.
What?
A7?
An 8.7 Audi. That's a nice ride.
Like the letter A.
A7. Oh, okay. A7. I'll get better.
I think the wheel stand just slowed us down.
Is that what it was? Yeah, you all did carry it all the way through low gear and set it down, so it was better. But, you know, we'll do maybe better next time. But listen, ladies, thank you for letting us go along for a ride. You're the first guys that have taken Event Radio for a drag race ride. How about that?
Woo. Anytime. You know I'm here.
Hey, boy, I tell you what. Gosh, wow. Are we important or what?
You're it.
All right, we're it. Ladies, thank you for taking us for a ride. It was fun. That brought back a lot of memories to me, and now I get to tell T about how bad we beat him all, for the next week or so. He'd get on a motorcycle and smack me to death, But other than that, we had some fun.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for taking us. We had fun. That was a blast. Guys, you're on Event Radio. There's no telling what we will get into next. It won't be any more fun for us than what we just did. We're getting to ride and getting to actually race with two pretty girls. Whoa, boy, it's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it. You're on Event Radio. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back on Event Radio, and we come down to a booth that I think has got some really cool stuff. It actually stopped me with a spark plug on the shirt, and I've got the gentleman that does all the designing, and you are the man. What is your name, sir?
My name's Shocker Joe.
Shocker Joe. Well, let's see if we can short you out and shock somebody. How about that?
All right.
Tell me a little about what we're looking at, buddy.
Well, the spark plug is Sparky Sparkerson. And
Okay.
it's just a happy little spark plug that we made as a sticker and then a shirt, and people love him, and it just kind of
cool.
gets all around the country.
Well, I tell you what, it's really cool, and we will
Thank
take a
you.
picture of it and flip it behind this show so people can see it.
Awesome.
But you do you got all kinds of cool stuff.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm just really into the car culture, and I like, anything with motors, anything that's kind of modded.
Yeah.
I'm really into anything like that. So, I mean, if it's an old car or a new car, just low and just cool, I love just the cool stuff.
Well, it was funny. We pulled up, and I told the little gal, I said, I know what Salt Life is because we do a lot of stuff down in the coast area and stuff
Right.
like that. But I had no idea when I pulled up to you with what you had on here. And, man, it's just cool. Everything you got is really slick.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we started with stickers.
You got a surfboard, but I mean,
skateboard, yeah.
a skateboard with it on there.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it just started with stickers and shirts, and then started to do more things, and I wanted to do stuff that other people don't have at events, and I thought, why not do skateboards? Because there's some crossover in the car scene. The people that they used to skate, and now they do car stuff. So why not do skateboards? And so it's something that people like.
Well, see, we came from an old era. See,
Right.
we were into this stuff, but back when sidewalk surfing first started, so what you did, you set your hair on fire, you skateboarded naked, singing Janis Joplin's "Let's Burn the Courthouse Down." I mean, you did all that stuff. So it's changed just a little. How do they find you, buddy?
You can find me online at shockerjoe.co or shockerjoe.com, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter, and that's at shockerjoe.
Hey, well, that's cool, and they can buy all your stuff online and everything.
Yep,
well,
you
hey,
got it.
I'll tell you what, Shocker Joe's a cool guy, guys. You need to check him out. Go on there and see all of his wares and stuff. And there's a bunch of cool shirts I'm sitting here looking at. Neat deal. You need to come out to the import event and check him out. He's all the way back next to the river and having a big time. Got a pretty girl in the booth. Boy, you got it going on, my friend. You got it happening.
That's Michaela. She doesn't bite. She's friendly.
She doesn't talk either because she wouldn't go talk to us.
She's gun shy. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. You make up for it. You're all right.
She's intimidated. But, I really appreciate you guys coming out and checking it out. I know it's a little different from what you guys might have.
Oh, we like it. Yeah,
But-
we're
but,
having
you know,
fun.
We're all car people, right?
Well, I tell you what, you guys flat draw the pretty girls now. Anybody that, if you don't like import cars, guys, you need to come to an event like this because, man, they sure got some pretty girls.
Yeah, this event's really great because we got some drifting going on. We got some show cars. We've got, we're going to have autocross tomorrow. So just all sorts of stuff going on. So come on
we
down
only get to
and
be
check
here
it out.
today, so we
all right. Only here today?
We unfortunately event radio stays just a little busy, but we introduced you to some new folks, that'll know you now.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Hey, buddy, we appreciate you being here.
Yep, thank you.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're having just too much fun at the import event. If you don't want the fun police catching you better stay away from us because we're going to have a big time. We'll be right back, guys.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back on Event Radio, and we run into a gentleman that we've had the pleasure of visiting his business before, and he didn't know us, and he's got a C7 Corvette, and he's using the Corvette for what I think Corvettes should be used for, a hot rod.
That's right.
Not a waxmobile. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Sean Gooch with Gooch'sPowersports.com from Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Got some of the coolest motorcycles, guys, in the world. Gooch Power Sports, if you get a chance to go by there and check it out. He's got everything that's cool in the store. It's almost a staple for us to go and look when we go to Nashville. We want to go and see all the cool stuff you got. And I can see how you've been spending your money, bud, on the C7 Corvette. That's pretty cool.
Well, it's definitely been a labor of love. I put some time in to get this one.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
We had to sell 2 or 3 motorcycles to get that one.
More than 2 or 3.
Well, are they as good as the old ones? I mean, they're supposed to be so much better than like a C6 or C5 or that stuff.
I've had C4, 5, 6, and now the C7. And the C7 is definitely a leap forward. The drivability is good. They're still not making them very big for a fat guy, which
boy, I know I have that trouble.
I need a little help. I need a Corvette stretcher so I can get in it and out a little bit better.
Well, see, they make those things now that go in the door handle. Have you seen those on TV? You can it slides down in where the door latches, and it gives you another handle to help a fat guy get out. I thought about maybe getting one of those.
I haven't seen that, but usually a run and start with some butter gets me in and out.
Yeah, well, the last one I had, I could get in it pretty easy, but they wanted to put me getting out of it on YouTube. It's quite a trip. Cool car, and I think that you especially using it for what it was built to be used for is even cooler.
I definitely have fun with it. I drove it stock for about 3 months, and you've been to our motorcycle shop. You can tell that we really don't like stock.
You don't like stock nothing, buddy, and I like that. You're my kind of guy.
we tend to turn wrenches on everything for fun. So we
well, and you're up here doing a little racing and a little fun thing with the car, and that's what it should be done, my friend.
Absolutely, we have fun with it.
Hey, that's what it's for. I don't understand these guys that buy this thing and they buy an interest in Meguiar's, I guess, because all they do is wax it. Give me a break.
The local Corvette club kind of picked at me because they said, you have this new car, and you're telling us that you're going to tear it up by building the engine, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
and like,
sure.
Well, you can't do that. And I was like, well, watch me.
Yeah, it's my car. Why can't I? I mean, here, sit back, boys, and take a lesson.
That's
Let me
right.
show you what.
I always say there's a difference between can't and not allowed to.
Well, I guess that's true. There has to be that. So, any good deals down at your deal?
Absolutely. We specialize in sport bikes. That's our biggest market. So for young guys and from the lower end price range all the way up to the higher end price range, full custom bikes. But yeah, we've got some great wintertime specials right now, and you can check them out at Gucci'sPowersports.com. And we have even more bikes coming. We have great financing available. That's the best financing that I've had since I've been in the business since
really?
1997.
Cool.
So it's really a great thing.
Well,
we're going to be able to help a lot of people get in and get financed. It's
my partner here ought to get rid of some. Terry's got 14 motorcycles. So
we call that motorcycle poor.
Yeah, he's got 2 Hayabusas and he's got all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So
he'll fit right in our crowd.
Oh no, he's got a speedway bike in his kitchen.
That's cool too.
Well, he's an ex-pro speedway rider, so he gets to do that stuff.
Got the cool stuff.
Yeah, they got the good toys.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is. Like you, see, you're getting the good toys now.
That's right.
Yeah. I think the last time, the sport bikes, I believe, is what we looked at, because you had one that was all chromed out and laid down and looking good and all that. And I don't know. I think that's what we stopped to look at. I don't remember.
Yeah, we do a lot of custom Hayabusas, custom ZX14, Kawasaki's, and things of that nature. But we also have a lot of just regular sport bikes for people to go hit the the twisties on. And
I like those, but they're not fat guy friendly, buddy.
I've got fat guy friendly. I'm a certified fat guy.
That's why I like your store, because I fit some of the stuff at your place. Some of these places, I can't lay down on the gas tank and be careful riding that thing.
I'm the same way. I can only ride so far before I'm ready to get off, and we call it parking lot pimping. So we get off the bike.
Well, that's me, buddy. I actually have two bikes and a scooter, and I like the scooter probably as well as the motorcycle.
Right.
I got a Borgette and a Harley, and I got a Street Glide and a Borgette and a Zuma scooter, and I like the Zuma scooter about as well as any of them.
Yeah, those are fun.
Oh, I love it. Hell, I have fun with it.
They make modifications for those as well.
Oh, I know. Do you all do that?
Yes.
Really?
Been years since I've done one.
T-Bone, you need to talk to this man. Boy, he does all custom bikes with Hayabusas and everything.
That's right.
He might want yours. You never know. He's got a killer one. Going to want to get rid of one. He's wanting to buy a Corvette. Maybe you guys could trade.
There we go.
There you go. I
usually have a few Corvettes for sale. I think right now I don't have any extras, but I usually have.
Can we trade a bike in on a Corvette?
We take trucks, bikes, boats, cars. It doesn't matter. We will buy, sell, trade anything.
We have a killer Hayabusa we would like to trade in on, maybe a C5 Corvette or something.
Yeah,
would you do that?
We'll trade for anything that don't eat.
That's good. Well, we eat, so we have to. We can't trade for us, but we saw a good-looking girl the other day, and I said, they said, well, why don't you take her home? I said, I can't afford the monthly payments. That's what they're too expensive. Listen, my friend, thank you so much for being on Event Radio and telling the world about Gooch Power Sports. We wanted to do that because it's a staple, guys, in Nashville. It's actually in Hendersonville, but and you get to go out and see where all the rich country music people live. Anyway, you go out to Hendersonville. That's what's out there anyway, isn't it?
There's a few.
Oh, there's a bunch.
Yeah.
Or you can go out and ride by the House of Cash down next to the lake and see
right.
where Roy Orbison grew up and all those things and have some fun there.
Yeah, it's a neat little community, and there's great places to eat and beautiful lake and good places to
Where exactly in Hendersonville is the store?
Their exact location is 120 Commerce Drive, and that's in Hendersonville, 37075. Well, we're located off of New Shackle Island Road. We're in a pretty low-key warehouse back in an industrial park, so that way we can get out and make noise and have fun. We don't really have to be all stuffy and locked into a certain type of mindset with our bike shop. We can actually have fun, and we run cars in and out there. There's drag cars and drag bikes and you name it.
Hey, I'm telling you,
we have a lot of fun up there. I don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up and have to get a real job.
Well, you're going to, like us, you're never going to grow up, We're so what am I, 66? I don't even know how old I am. 60, I got to think a minute, 67 going on 17.
There you go.
That's
my goal is to grow into a dirty old man.
Hey, that's me, buddy. I don't know about the dirty old man part. Hell, T and I just got put on. We found out this week, and we really don't know who dreams this crap up, but we wound up being the 2 most eligible bachelors in radio. Do you believe that? I don't know. I don't understand
I'd
that.
like to see the cross section.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was probably pretty bad.
What was your competition?
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, they must have been really bad. They were riding the mobility chairs or something. You know, I don't know, but we have fun. Oh gosh, guys, you're on Event Radio. We're with you. If you think going to Gooch Power Sports is not fun, we just proved you wrong, because it's a fun trip. You need to make that next time you're in the Nashville area. Sir, thank you for being on Event Radio. Thank you for using the Corvettes like it's supposed to be used, and we will be right back.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, T-Bone, what do you think about this deal?
I tell you what, Spivvy, this is I don't know what to say. I've never seen this many import cars and this sharp of import cars.
Boy, it's just man, everything's just lowered and they're slick looking and
from rad imports to high dollar customs.
Yeah, it's how about the crowd? Unbelievable crowd. You believe this?
Well, I tell you what, these imports, I believe it's allowing a lot of people that wouldn't normally be into a hot rod or say a Corvette. They're fairly affordable, and the things they're doing to them is just outstanding.
Well, and they're all young people. That's the thing that's amazing me. I bet you there's not a 35-year-old guy here. You know, I mean, they're all young and really into this deal, and they're into it big time.
Well, it's good to see them out here doing their hot rod instead of around on the streets and all like the show Fast and Furious. That'd give a bad name to a lot of these kind of import cars, all the street racing and everything, where they've got a controlled place here to do it with.
Yeah, well, and that where drifting came from, really? I mean, or did the racing just come from there?
I really couldn't tell you, to be honest. I think it kind of both helped each other.
Yeah, probably did. And you know, this is a pretty cool deal. This is a very cool event. I was a little skittish when we came. You know, I was worried about what we were going to see and do and this kind of stuff. And, man, this is fabulous. This thing has turned out just, oh, man, it's cool now.
Well, I tell you what, next time you pull up a stoplight next to a little import car, you better be ready to get on it because them little boogers will fly.
Hey, buddy, how about our drag race?
Hey, I like that.
You know, that's the first time we've actually been able to do that. For you and I to get in the car with somebody and actually run a race, that was pretty neat.
Especially
and the girls,
two pretty women driving.
Yeah, we got two girls driving, and they gave us a good ride. I won, bud.
That's what I said a while ago.
Yeah, my little gal was she was on her game,
she was
buddy. I mean,
off the lights.
To run a .17 in a street car, God, boy, she's flying. You know,
Miss Denise now she pulled a wheel stand, so I
y'all had the wheels in the air. I understand, but that fast in that nice a luxury car, it was an A1 Audi or something.
Yeah,
and man, that little dude gets on with it now. We probably were running. I know we went through the traps according to that at 99 mile an hour, and she was already out of it and on the brakes.
Right.
So we were probably, there's Jeff, we were probably going faster than we really, there's no telling really how fast we were going. Well, you know, this is the wild bunch here. The guys that come, the Pure Illusion Car Club guys, we have missed them all day, but they've been here because they're having fun. Everybody's having fun at this event.
Friendly people. Everybody's super friendly.
Yeah,
wants to help each other out. I mean, it's really neat.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, been a fun day for me. What about you?
I think so. And the scenery, not only the cars, has just been outstanding.
Well, now you go to that beauty shop I was talking about. If you want the scenery, you want to see some pretty girls, you need to go there. You know, why don't you do that? You might want to go.
Well, I said I would earlier, but I'm afraid you put a sack over my head.
Well, no, you just stick your head in the toilet like mine and flush it. And if it didn't leave a ring, it'd be okay. You know, guys, we have had a blast at the Import Alliance event. This is a one-of-a-kind. This is a definite put on your calendar.
One of the better shows
Yes, sir. One of the better shows we've been to all year long. And the drifting is wild. The car show area is killer. They got bikes, they got cars, they got pretty girls, they got everything you want. Drag racing, everything. And what's wild is, I mean, you see a CLS Mercedes pulled up next to a Cadillac, next to a BMW, and they're racing, they're having fun.
And they're all doing this at the same time. You can see one and turn your head and see something else.
No, I tell you what, this has been a fun day. We've had a blast here. As always, guys, we never close our show without thanking our sponsors. They're the most important people to us. The guys, of course, at Beach Bend Raceway, Beach Bend Splash Lagoon, and Beach Bend Park, Amusement Park. What a wonderful place. What fun.
Big shout out to Quick Fuel. Final Finish.
I guarantee you there's enough powder coating out here that Final Finish needs to get involved with these guys because, boy, they do super stuff. And Quick Fuel, I'm sure, has done some carburetor work for some of these guys.
I've seen a few Holly decals on here.
And
Quick
yeah,
Fuel.
and guess what? My little gal that I rode with in the Audi, her dad is a exhaust engineer for Hooker Headers, which is Holly, which is one of our sponsors. So no wonder she's a good drag racer, huh?
I tell you what, she was quick on the lights.
Buddy, the guys at Holly have got it going on, and it goes second generation because our little gal just proved it that she knows how to walk the walk.
They'll probably have her in a car before long.
Hey, they need to put her in a race car because this little chick can drive a race car, buddy. She slammed me back in the seat, and I said, "Whoa, watch this," and then to cut a 1.7 light too on top of that. Wow!
Well, but now Miss Denise, in her credit, she was hitting them gears awful good too.
Oh, I know, y'all were right there. We had fun. I don't know. I don't know whether we need to try something else or what we need to do. But that you've done the drifting. Now we've both done the drag racing. I'm not going to do motorcycles with you because you're too good at that. That's not fair.
That's not fair. Huh?
No,
Okay.
that's not fair. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the Import Alliance. We probably used our guys at Gearhead Gazette to get here. They know everything that's cool, and they had a little listing on this. But they're another one of our sponsors, GearheadGazette.com. Go to there, and you can find everything that's cool. We're gonna hang out here with the Pure Illusion group because they're about half crazy anyway. They're right down our alley.
Yeah, they're right from Bowling Green.
Yeah, they're from down our alley. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for joining us on Event Radio. Go by and see the pretty girls at La Vie Salon. They'll make you look better than you really think you can, and you'll have a good time. They're all really nice.
They're miracle workers.
Yeah, look at me, right? Yeah, look at me. Guys, thank you for joining us on Event Radio. We've had fun, and we will talk again.
See ya.
You've been listening to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you heard about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Join us next time with your hosts, Spivey Williams and Terrible T Guy.